there are two types of subnets, public and private. But is there any restriction of number of subnets? No. So you can create number of subnets. You don't need to create only two. I told you the types of subnets are two, public subnet or private subnet. But it is not restricted that you should create only two subnets. You can create 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 based on the network range. So here, for example, here 192.168.0.0, right? So I'll be creating a subnet like this. I'm creating a subnet like this. 192.168. We had 0, right? I'll go with 1.0/24. I'll tell what is that /24, right? Okay, that is one subnet I can create. I'll create 192.168 1.0 again. Let's do 2.0/24. Basically, you can create how many subnets you want, you can create it. So I can create here 192.168 3.0. Can I create like that? Like this, you can create 3.0, 4.0, 5.0. Like this, you can go and create your subnets. What is a subnet, guys? Subnet is nothing but, remember in EC2 we discussed, right, in NACL concept, it is an isolated area, right? It's an isolated. So you can have a separate subnet, separate network inside this particular network, guys. So here 192.168.0.0, you can think it of as a big home. Inside this is a hall, this is a bedroom, and this is a living room. So each and everything you have an restricted area if you can, right? So here we have created the subnets, and I call this first subnet as public subnet. Public subnet. And I call this as private subnet. Okay. So guys, why we call this as public subnet? Why this subnet is called public subnet? Guys, the public subnet is routed to what? The public subnet is routed to internet gateway. So guys, any subnet you take it, if it is routing to the internet gateway, that subnet is called public subnet. And this subnet, why I call it as private subnet? Because it is routing to NAT. It is routing to NAT. Remember, each, guys, in EC2 we discussed this. Remember, each subnet should be in one availability zone, right? Yes, I can put this subnet in one availability zone. I can put this another subnet in 1B. I can put this in 1C. Can I put it? Yes. I have the next subnet, guys. Can you tell me this 192.168.3.0 should be public or should be private, or it is depends? It should be public or it should be private, or it depends. Guys, it definitely depends. It definitely depends. Okay, let's go with the private subnet. I call this as private subnet. I call this as private subnet. I call this a private subnet. Let's say, where should we route this? Should we route? We have already routed to the NAT, right? And this one, should I route it to VPC endpoint? VPC endpoint? Right? I can route it, right? Guys, this subnet I can route it to internet gateway. This subnet I can route it to NAT gateway. This subnet I can route it to VPC endpoint. I can create another subnet also, and I can call it as public subnet, which is routed to internet gateway. You getting, guys? Yes? So in this case, can you tell me, one subnet should be in multiple availability zones at the same time? One subnet can be in multiple availability zones at the same time? Yes or no? One subnet can be in multiple availability zones at the same time?
No.
Definitely no. This one we have discussed in our EC2. One subnet should be in one availability zone. One subnet should be in one availability zone. One subnet cannot be in multiple edges at the same time. No, not possible. Not possible. Okay, now tell me, I can create another subnet called 4.0, for example. And in which subnet I should put it? I mean, which availability zone I should put it here? 1A, 1B, 1C. Can I have 1D in Mumbai? No. So which subnet, which availability zone I should use it? I can use any availability zone, 1A, 1B, 1C. I can put it 1A. I can have it 1A. Guys, we have just learned one subnet should be associated to one availability zone. But one availability zone can have multiple subnets. One availability zone can have multiple subnets. That is a certification question. One availability zone can have multiple subnets. Is everyone clear till here? Everyone? Guys, everyone clear? Any questions? Getting it? Okay. So here, private subnet. As it is routing to the NAT, NAT meaning, does it have full internet access? Yes? Yes. How about the VPC endpoint? VPC endpoint has what access? Why you said no? Guys, in NAT, it is routing to the NAT. Does it has full internet access? Yes or no? Yes, right? Yeah. So for VPC endpoint, it has access only to AWS services. AWS services. That is thing that we have discussed as a VPC endpoint. You know? Right? Okay. So here, let's talk a little bit on this subnets. Guys, here you might have a question that, sir, why we have got here /24? Can I put /23? Can I put /20? Can I put /15? Guys, let's see that. For that, I will give you a small formula so that you can easily get to know that how we can do. So please remember a formula called 2 power 32 minus n. What is it? 2 power 32 minus n. So this subnet mask defines how much big your network should be. Let's say, for example, here I'm taking /24, right? So replace n with /24. 2 power 32 minus 24. How much is that? 2 power. How much is 32 minus 24? 8. What is 2 power 8? 256. Guys, 2 power 8 is 256. So guys, in this 256, this in mind, you need to do -5. I'll tell you why. In each subnet, okay, first hold on, -5. How much is that now? 251. So guys, here, so you have used /24 here, meaning how many IPs that you will get it? 251 IPs are available in this network. How many IPs are available in this network, guys? 251 IPs are available. That meaning if you are using /24, here, right? How many IP addresses are available in this network, in this subnet? 251 IPs. That meaning 251 EC2 instances that you can launch it here in this subnet. So then you should say, sir, why -5? Remember, guys, this is a certification question. In every subnet, 5 IPs are reserved. How many IPs are reserved? 5 IPs are reserved for each subnet. I'll write that. 5 IPs are reserved. That is .0, .1, .2, .3, and .255. So .0 is used for the network purpose. You cannot assign it to any EC2 machine. .1 is used automatically for routing purpose. .2 is used for DNS purpose. .3 is used for future purpose, right? And .255 is used for broadcasting, right? broadcasting. So guys, here every subnet, guys, every subnet, these five IPs are reserved. You cannot assign it. You cannot assign it to any EC2 instance. No. Right? So that's the reason why. So that is why why we is -5. Future purpose, that meaning just in case if you want to do some experiments or if you want to do, you can use this dot 3 for future purpose, for anything experiments. So guys, here I am using /24. Let's give an example. Let's use /20. Let's see /20. So how much is that /20? How many IP address we'll get for /20? So it's 32 minus 20. How much is 32 minus 20, guys? 2 power 12. What is 2 power 12? 4096. So 4096, inside this we need to remove -5. So that meaning 4091. So guys, here if you are using /20 here in this for any subnet, how many IP addresses that you will get? 4091 IP addresses you will get it in that subnet. So based on how much big subnet that you want it, that number that you should put it here while creating the subnets. Let me give another example here. So here on top you are giving /16. Let's do it for /16. Huh? How much is /16? So 2 power 2 minus 16. How much is 32 minus 16? 2 power 16. What is 2 power 16? I remember that. 65,536 minus 5. 65,531. So guys, if you are using /16, you will get how many IP addresses? 65,531 IP addresses. You can get it inside the subnet mask. And if you go for /8, that is also a big network. So you can go with /16 or you can go with the /8. So you will get even more bigger network into double basic. Guys, remember in security group, whenever you selected my IP, you will get /32. Na? Did you observe that? You will get /32. Yes? Let's do that for 32. How many IP addresses? 2 power 32 minus 32. How much? 2 power? What is 2 power 0? 1. So guys, /32 meaning only one IP address is allowed. That's the reason if you select my IP, automatically it will get /32. That meaning only one IP address. So guys, remember, based on this formula and based on how much big your network should be, you need to decide the subnet mask. Is it clear? Everyone? Alright? Nice. So in our lab, what we do is, guys, so we will create a VPC with this range 192.168.0.0.16, and we will create 2 subnets. Right? So that's what depends on what you cannot say minimum maximum number. Of course, there should be a minimum maximum number, but how much big your internet is. This either will be given by your network administrator. And here the /24. Most commonly, most of the time people go with /20 or /24. And if you go for minimum number 1/1, you cannot use /1, /2, /3. And if you go for /4, 32 minus 4, how much ever you get, that much big internet that you will get it here. It is not about what is minimum and maximum number. Maximum 255. Right? So I was talking something. Right, yeah. So first we will create a VPC with this 192.168.0.0 subnet. Right? It will be private network, right? But we have mentioned it public. Oh God. Rakesh. Guys, do you understood? This public subnet. Guys, what is the meaning of public subnet and private subnet? What is public? What is private? Private meaning we are using, Rakesh, we are using within the VPC. We are using within the VPC. and we are making that private subnet exposed to public. That's the reason why we call it as public subnet. And why we call it as public subnet? It's just a name that we are giving the public subnet, because it is routed to the internet gateway. It is exposed to internet gateway. It is not on internet. If it is on internet, then you will not get these IPs. You got that? Okay. We are just exposing to internet. We don't call it as public subnet. Just the name is public subnet. As we are exposing to the internet gateway, that's why we call it as public subnet. But this range is never be a public. It is exposed to internet. We are utilizing as public and right, Pankaj. That's right. Okay, guys, let me continue. So VPC, we will create a VPC with this range. What is the range that we'll be creating? Everyone put it. What is the VPC range that we should be creating it? 192.168.00/16. Everyone put it. And inside this, we will be creating two subnets. Right? What are the two subnets that we'll be creating? 192.168.1.0 and 2.0. Right? 192.168.1.0 and 2.0 is the two subnets that we'll be creating. Guys, in our yesterday's class, can you tell me what is the steps that we need to create? 6 steps. Can you tell me what is the first step? Create a VPC. What is the next step? After creating a VPC, what is the next step? Create an internet gateway and attach it to that VPC. Very good. What is the third step? Create a public and private subnet. Right? Create a public and private subnet. What is the fourth step? Right? Create a routing table. Routing table. What is the fifth? Right? NAT gateway. So create a NAT gateway. So create a NAT gateway and put it in the public subnet. And what is the fifth step? To create a public routing table. What is the sixth step? To create a private routing table. Very good. So let's do this again. But this time we'll mention the numbers here. Okay. What's the first step? Let's go with the first step. Create a VPC. What is the range that we should be using it? 192.168.0.0/16. Second step. What is the second step? So create internet gateway and attach it to the, guys, you should remember this. Everyone should tell this. Right? We need to close your eyes and we need to architect the VPC. So create internet gateway and attach it to the VPC. What is the next step? Create a public subnet. Create a public subnet. What is the public subnet that we should be creating it? 192.168.1.0/24. Next, fourth subnet, the fourth one, create a private subnet. What is the range this time? 192.168.2.0/24. Okay, fifth step. Right, fifth step. Create NAT gateway. Create NAT gateway. So NAT gateway should be in which subnet? Public subnet. And guys, we need to assign one elastic IP to the NAT gateway. Guys, for the network components, guys, isn't it better to have a elastic IP or public IP? It's better to have the elastic IP. Okay. After NAT gateway, what we need to create? Create public routing table. Public routing table. And you tell me public routing table should be routed to internet gateway. And which subnet should be associated? Public subnet should be associated. Number 7. Create private routing table. Create a private routing table which is routed to NAT. And which subnet should be associated? Private subnet should be associated. Guys, you understood? This is a step that you should be following it. So people will get confused between these steps usually. But my guys, you should not get confused because you need to go with this flow, right? If you change the order, then entire VPC will get boom. Don't change the order, right? Order is very important here. Order is very important. Guys, is this clear? This is how we need to configure or architect the VPC. Right? Nice. Okay. Next. Yeah. Everyone sees it till here? Nice. Okay. Now we have this concept. Just tell me, two VPCs can talk to each other by default? Two VPCs can talk to each other? Definitely no. But can we make it possible to talk to each other if required? Yes. If required, definitely yes. So how to make two VPCs talk to each other? That is a thing that we can do. So guys, two VPCs can talk to each other using a concept called VPC peering. What is that? VPC peering. One second. Yeah, sorry. VPC peering. So VPC peering meaning if two VPCs wants to talk to each other, right? We can use this VPC peering. Let's see. Yeah, connect between two devices. That's true, Basi. So let's architect this, guys. Let's architect this. Okay. So this is the laptop which is in the internet. Okay, now. Okay, now let's do like this. First, let's create a VPCs. This is one VPC. This is another VPC. Okay, two VPCs. Okay, so let's see how I'm architecting it. So in VPC, this VPC I can put it in Mumbai. Can I use Mumbai VPC? This is Mumbai, right? And what is the guys? Remember, if two VPCs want to talk to each other, the CIDR should be unique. Please, this is a certification question. If two VPCs wants to talk to each other, the CIDRs should be unique. So here I'll have a CIDR called 192.168.00/16. This is CIDR that we are using it for Mumbai. Okay, network. And here for guys, I will be creating a VPC in another region completely, Ireland region. Right, two different VPCs across the regions. So this one should be a unique VPC, unique 192.168 is already used, 169.00/16. Two different CIDRs. Guys, if two VPCs wants to talk to each other, the CIDR should be unique. Okay, na? Okay. So this is here. So here in Mumbai, I'll be creating two subnets. Here also I'll create two subnets. Right? So I call this as what is the subnet that I should create here? Guys, tell me number. 192.168. 192.168. Excellent. 1.0/24. I will go with it. And what is the subnet I should create here? 192.168 2.0/24. Okay. And this one, the first one, I call this as public subnet. I call it as public subnet. and second one I call it as private subnet. Okay, that's why I call it as public subnet, because it is routed to internet gateway. Why this call it as private? Because it is routing to the NAT. Okay, okay, good, good. And now, yeah, I'll create the same thing here for the, what is the network I should create here? 169.1.1.0. Excellent, guys, excellent. Okay, if I get this much of responses, very good. 192.169, this one is 2.0/24. Okay, and same thing, this one I'm routing it to internet gateway, and this one I'm routing it to the NAT, and these are called public subnet, and this is called private subnet. Okay, so now I have, guys, see here, guys, so I have one EC2 instance. You can use, Pradeep, you can use. So guys, one EC2 instance. So this is an EC2 instance I have created in private subnet. The EC2 instance that I have created in private subnet, and I call it as, this is as a private server. I have launched one EC2 instance, which is a private server, which is in private subnet. Okay, okay, and the same thing I have launched another server here in Ireland. Guys, can I have like this? 2 private servers in 2 different regions in private subnets? Yes, I can have it. Now, you are sitting over here. Internet. Okay. So, can you tell me, guys, this is your internet. You're using, this is you're working on the laptop. Okay. So, is it possible to connect from your laptop to the private subnet directly? Definitely no. So guys, if I want to connect to the private server, what is the way that you should use it? Bastion. Excellent. That Bastion should be, one second. Yeah. So Bastion, right? So here, guys, so Bastion should be launched in which subnet? Bastion should be launched in subnet. Rahimuddin. Guys, where should be your Bastion server? In public or private?
Public.
Bastion should be in your public subnet here. This is the EC2 instance. Guys, many working people are dying to get these concepts. You are getting it bloody easy. Concentrate a lot, right? I used to get so many emails that from working guys that to speed up all these things. So guys, this is a Bastion server or jump server. Okay, now, so what is the way to connect it to my private server? So from my laptop, what I need to do, I need to connect it like this. So I need to connect it like this. First, I need to log into the Bastion, and from Bastion, I need to connect to the private server. This is the way. Guys, you understood? So this is not possible here. This. Okay. Yes, now, guys, possible. This the left side one. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. Okay. Now, right? Yeah. Now, from you are there here in private subnet. So from your laptop, you logged into Bastion, and from Bastion, right? From here, guys, from here, you are connected to the Bastion, and from Bastion to the private server, you have connected it. And this from this private server, can you connect like this to this private server? Across two different regions and across two different VPCs? Is that possible? Definitely no. Definitely no. In order to do this, that's the reason why we have this concept of VPC peering. Before going to that, let me ask you this question here. So, can I connect to the private public subnet directly here? The Bastion? Possible, right? So, can I connect from internet directly to the NAT? I mean, directly to the private subnet here like this? Definitely no. Okay, right? So now my my requirement is to connect from this private server. I need to connect to like this. Okay. So this is possible using a concept called, what is that? VPC peering. So this is possible using this concept called VPC peering. So this is how, if you want to connect from this private server, guys, so from private server of one region of one VPC to different region of different VPC, that to private, then this is possible using VPC peering, right? How to set up VPC peering, that we will see that in the lab, right? So what we'll be doing is from internet, we log into the Bastion, from Bastion to go to the private server, and from this private server, right, we will be connecting, we'll be setting up VPC peering, right? Simple, yeah. See, all your private subnet should be routed to, all your private subnet traffic should be routed to NAT, right? That is one route table, but this is one routing that we'll be creating. And guys, from here to which network that you are trying to access? To 169, na? So this, in this routing table, guys, in this private routing table, we will be creating another route. Hey, anyone who is targeting 192.169.00/16 network. Oh God. Okay, that's the reason why you asked. I'm so sorry. Here it should be. Yeah. Typo. I thought it's 163 here. That's why I said yes. So yeah. So guys, those who are targeting 192.169 series from this, you need to create another routing. You need to add a rule saying that, hey, anyone who is targeting 192.168, instead of going to NAT, route it to the VPC peering. VPC peering is a service where we need to create, just like NAT gateway, we need to create a VPC peering, and all the traffic which is 192.168 should be routed to VPC peering. So we will be setting up VPC peering to this region and to this CIDR. This is how we will be doing it, but don't worry, the lab will be doing it. There you will understand much better. So guys, in your real time, your company will be here. Your company will be here. So this is a company, right? So from company, how do you connect? From company to this region. Yes. So make sure that you need to set up this. This one you need to do it using with your network administrator. This concept you should do it with the network administrator. This is a VPN. It's very, very, very easy. On your network, on your company side, it will be little bit difficult. We know that is easy because you know. Will you handle your company side network or will be handling on AWS side? You will be handling it on the AWS side. Company side, you don't worry about it. So if you want to set up the VPN, guys, maximum 90% you will not get a chance to set up the VPN because they might have already set it up for you. Just in case you have joined a startup company, a new company, and if you want to set up a VPN, 90% of work will be on the network side, this guy, and only 10% should be on this side. On this side also, if you put it in Google, you will get it easily. There is a concept called VPG, Virtual Private Gateway. So using that virtual private gateway, you just create that and you need to download the configuration, give it to this person. That's all. That is the thing that you should do. But if you need to have a full document on that, I'll be providing. Just Baji, remind me, I'll provide that document also on the VPN. Got this, guys? So here, first, we need to set up this VPC peering. And second thing is, guys, in which routing table I should do this routing? In public routing table or private routing table for VPC peering? Excellent. How about others? Only Babji answered.
Public.
Yeah, private. So Mumbai private RT should be routed, right? Routed meaning which network? 192.169 network 00/16 should be routed to also to VPC peering. It was routed to NAT, but we need to add another rule which is routed to this. And guys, Ireland, same. Ireland private RT should be routed. Routed meaning which traffic? Other way around. 192.168.00/16 also to VPC peering. This is an additional rule that we should be creating it on the private routing table. Private routing table, all traffic 0000 traffic is routed to the NAT. By default, it is routing it to the NAT. But if you want to connect to the 192.169 series, you need to add a rule saying that, hey, another rule 192.169 series should be routed to VPC peering. So anyone from this machine or from this private subnet, from this 2.2 subnet, 2.0 subnet, if anyone is talking to 169 series, it should be routing it to the VPC peering, which we have already set up the VPC peering. This will be very interesting and this will be very easy also. I'll make this very, very easy. Guys, did you feel any difficulty on the VPC? This is and here you can use the VPC peering, but VPC peering with one VPC to another VPC. But if you want to connect to multiple VPCs, oh my God, like this, boom, dun, 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 dun. You will go mad. You'll go mad to set it up the VPC peering between the VPCs. So for that reason, we have something called transit gateway. So transit gateway is the guy who will help you to configure to connect to multiple VPCs. You got that, guys? So that is an advanced concept, right? Advanced concept. Yeah. In real time, we have to set up VPC, VPC peering, VPG. What will do, sir? Yes, I told you just now, VPC, you should be able to do it. That we'll be doing in our lab, right? VPC peering also we'll be doing in our lab. But VPG, in your real time, your company administrator might have set up already. Otherwise, right? Otherwise, I'll be, if you have a requirement to set up the VPN, I'll send you the document on that. But we'll be working on how to set it up VPC and how to set it up VPC peering, etc., all the things that we'll be doing. Understood, guys? VPC? Any questions? So if you understand till here, VPC is very easy, very, very, very easy. So I bet you will architect the VPC within minutes, within 5 minutes. But. Initially it'll take time, but I'll make you habituate with setting up the VPC. That is the easiest thing. Got that? Okay. So that is all, guys, on VPC. I cannot do the practical now because practical need a full-fledged session. So I have just a second. Sure. 1 second. Let's take the screenshot first. Then I have a news. And second. That right? Yeah, first one. So guys, here one thing, I told you that we will be guys, Monday I need off because I have some other appointments. So Monday there will not be a class. So the next class would be on Tuesday. So mostly we'll finish on Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll have 2 days classes left. 22 and 23. So depend on if we have done the practicals on Tuesday, that would be the last class. If not, 23 would be the last class. Is that fine? Yeah. So Monday I have a very important thing that I cannot avoid this morning. And also I would like to give you a small snow edge. Can you do practicals on snow edge, Babji? Come on. Then yeah. So guys, resume preparations and all. Okay, what we'll do is basically I'll send you the roles and responsibilities, but please pick it up what is necessary for you there, and then get it, put it in your resume, right? So guys, I'll send you those roles and responsibilities. Okay, resumes. Yeah, last class definitely I'll allow to speak with me, definitely on voice. Yeah. Abdul, very, very difficult. All the questions in each and every class and each and every topic and each and every small topic, I was doing revisions, and every day I'm doing revision. And if you ask me to do the revision from day 1 to here, it is very, very, very difficult. Yes, guys, do you agree or? Yeah. Yes. So DevOps, guys, for interview, you have to, definitely I will be asking questions for sure. I don't mind asking it. But I'll be asking you questions here and there. The same questions that I agree to ask as a shootout round. But the interview preparation should be from your point of view. Please go through it. Guys, resume format, you need to check with Naresh Reddy, please. I'm here only for teaching purpose. For resumes and all, please check with the management. But I'll be sending you the roles and responsibilities that you can put it on your resume. Guys, you are not kids. you can easily get the resumes from internet. You can easily get downloaded. You have hell lot of resumes. Just see a nice format and download it. Okay. But if I send you the resume, please imagine all hundreds of they will be using the same format, guys. It will not good for your health. I'm telling you. It's not good for your health. But I'll be sending you the roles and responsibilities. You just have your own format and you just copy paste these roles and responsibilities, whichever you're comfortable with. Yeah? Yes. And also, I would like to give you another small gift from my side. I was talking of, so everyone, guys, how many of you are interested to do the certification? So I would recommend not one to everyone over here, 63 people or 65 people here, right? Everyone should be able to do the certification, because anyways, for each and every service, we have went very deep and we have learned it, right? So you are almost 100% eligible to take a certification. You can easily clear it. But it would be better to have a certification questions as a practice, for a practice purpose. So you might have already know that in my previous students, I used to give this, and I'm giving it to you also. There is a site called WizLabs. There is a site called WizLabs. See here, and you can Google it. So WizLab is a very big company, and it is US based company, and the CEO of this guy, I know him very well personally. I know VP and directors and CEO of this WizLabs. So, you know, when I was doing certification few years back, right? When I was doing certification on all certification, I also wanted to do the practice papers, guys. Bada experienced guys, they might be doing all kind of technical things. But if you ask him a small question which is underneath, and very small, super small question, he cannot able to answer. Because we as an experienced guys, we are used to do a big things, but we cannot do the small things. So for that reason, even I was, when I was doing certification, I used to do the practices papers. I was searching, like, you know, okay, which is the best practice papers, and when I going this, I know I got to this WizLabs, and when I contacted, and the CEO, VPC, all these guys I know them very well. So I did the practice papers here, and I, of course, cleared all the certifications here. So since then, what I thought was, okay, so I will be telling my students to do the practice papers over here, but many people will be logging into this. So I just wanted to get some profit out of it. So I asked the CEO that, hey, in your site, my people they will purchase this practice papers from your site. So you need to get a very good super discount. And since then, guys, we got this, especially for you. So guys, here, do you see these courses? Go to the courses, and here AWS, and this is one. AWS Certified Solution Architect is the one which we are concentrating here. Go there, and do you see this here? Practice test papers. This practice test paper is usually 2,000 rupees, and you will get it for 500. Just click on Add to Cart, and here on top, Add to Cart. Go to the cart, and here you have 500 rupees, right? So put my code, something called BizRiyaz, and click on Apply. Guys, you will get 6 to 7 practice papers worth of 2,000 rupees to 150 rupees only. And this is lifetime validity. This is lifetime validity. So guys, this is a gift from my side. So what you can do is, you just use this BizRiyaz not only for this, you can use it for any practice papers, and you will get it for 150 rupees. Guys, come on. If you eat pani puri, or if you eat a gobi manchurian, you will get 150 rupees done, right? So go and register it. But I have a humble request, sincere request, that please don't make this code visible for everyone, because this VP and this CEO has trusted me that I will be giving only for my students. So if you put it in some social media and somewhere, this will not work anymore, because unnecessarily people will be going to it here. This is only for my students. And also, guys, and also I'll give you one more thing here. So if you go to Solution Architect Associate, so you will take a free test that is free, and also an online course which is also you can get it, and you will have 59 labs, guys. 59 labs. You no need to log in to your account. The labs are also free. The labs will be provided practically from this WizLabs only. This will create a virtual account on your AWS environment, and you can do the labs, and also which is lifetime valid. Which is lifetime validity labs. Got this, guys? Right? So this is a gift from my side for you. So not only this course, not only this practice, not only this Solution Associate Architect, you can go with developer and SysOp also. Just go through it and just do this labs, right? You will get number of hands-on labs also, and practice 21 tests. You have it, guys. These 21 steps tests are 675 questions. You practice it n number of times. You can do this practice, guys, and make sure for the first time you will feel difficulty, because the number of questions and type of questions will be different. And for first time you might fail. Check the answers. You will have the explanations there also. And second time redo it. You will get 30 marks. Third time you read it, 50 marks. Fourth time you read it, 100 to 100 marks. One paper is done. And like this, you do all the test papers here, and then I bet, guys, with this knowledge, you can easily write certification. But if you do the practice papers, you will get more confidence, you will learn more, and you can crack an interviews, and you can crack the certification also. Okay, na? Right? And also, guys, I'm telling you, you might get few topics which you don't know, which we have not covered also. But never mind. Just read it. The explanation you can easily understand. Because we have learned whatever is necessary, but on the certification questions, right, out of syllabus sometimes we'll get in questions, right? But don't ignore that. Go through it, you can easily understand also. First, you need to complete this cloud practitioner. You can complete cloud practitioner also. You can easily do it, and you can directly go for solution architect also. No issues at all. Maridip, okay? Guys, happy with this my gift? Small gifts from my end. Yes, but you are not making me happy with the. So there are many people that you need to feedback, guys. Why I'm forcing is after 2 days you will not come to me, right? So Abkar, Abdul, Ashish, Fahi, Hari, Jiten, Krishna, Mohan, right? Piyush, Pradeep, Prasad, Pratyush, Ramya, Praveena, guys, all you guys, please give the feedback. Please post it on my timeline so that everyone can, make use of it. Snehalata, Shravani, many people, guys. So, yeah, Hari, I saw your feedback. Thanks for that, right? Yeah, those who are done, I think not even 5 or 6 people have done it. So rest, they are still pending. I don't like to ask multiple times, but please take your 5 minutes time and then Abkar, yes, I saw that. Yeah, and please do the feedback. Okay, nice. So to be honest, I have diagnosed phase a year, so can I still do it? Yeah, you just temporarily log in and then just give the feedback, and then yeah, I have accepted, Babji. Abdul, yes. Just put a message, right, guys. I am getting so many requests, unwanted Facebook request. So if you put a message, sir, I'm your 9 a.m. batch, so I can easily go and accept it. Okay? Yeah, please. So this is only yeah, you're happy with that. Yeah. So this is only, these feedbacks are only for the upcoming students, so that they know that they are in the safe hands, they are in the comfortable hands. So that's the reason, guys. Okay, so great. So Monday there is no class. Apologies for that, because I have an appointment which I have fixed it 2 months back, so I cannot avoid that. So the next class would be on 22nd. That might be a final day, or 23rd if we have some pending on VPCs. Yep. Guys, so can you give me the final CC for today? Nice. So guys, please share your feedbacks again. So that is all, guys, for today, and I'll see you on Tuesday with the next topic. Until then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day and have a nice weekend. Stay safe. See you on Tuesday. Bye.